Okay. So I duplicated the spread just so we could, I could interpret it, and with this much less cool deck of the mystical moments, which I save for just personal. I don't read other people with it. So obviously, Queen of Pentacles representing you as the camera. Okay, so Queen of Pentacles. So then we have card number 2, which represents ideas. So we have the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, I feel like here is heavy-duty collaboration. Obviously, it's going to be heavy-duty collaboration, I feel, with Mitchell, but not entirely. You know what I mean? But I think he's going to be a key role in this, okay? And again, this is just your ideas. He's going to have a lot of input and a lot of ideas that you're going to take. So it's about creative opportunities and abundance. And there's kind of a protective energy. So that's what your ideas are. So I love that. So you're totally going to include him in all. And also, I want you to see my new nails. Okay. Number 3 are your inspirations. So we have the Two of Swords, which is that's like a crossroads. So the Two of Swords is making decisions. Because it's coming up in your inspiration, it's about making the right decisions. It's really going to come down to that. That's kind of how I interpret that card. And I know that you have the ability to do that, and it's not going to be an issue. And it is upright. There's going to be some challenging. There's going to be maybe a fork in the road. I'm unsure which option to take, but just make sure to look at all the aspects before you make a decision. So I don't really read that as bad, especially where it's coming up in your inspirations. It's like, maybe take a more decisive role, more black and white instead of gray, which I know is hard. And then number 4, we have your plans. Obviously, we have the Emperor, the plans, the CEO, I don't even know if I really need to read that. It is the card of Aries. So ready to fight for it, establishing structures, stability, certainty, but also discipline. So that's what your plans are. And I love the major arcana. We have 1, 2, 3, and kind of like the stepping blocks, I feel like. So in card number 5, you have the process by which you will bring these plans to fruition. And of course, you have the Chariot. So the Chariot is a fast-moving energy. I think you do have Cancer in your chart, if I'm not mistaken. So that is something that... to me, it's like moving forward, but it's not just trampling over people. It's also moving forward with compassion as well. So definite driving force, determination and willpower, stop at nothing in your path to succeed, which sounds bad. I choose to kind of look at the Chariot as a little bit softer than that. It is, but at the same time, it is done with compassion. But there is about that you do have to, there's a cohesion here. You have to, black and white. So same with the Two of Swords. There is kind of like you have to see the good and bad moving forward to really make sure your plans come to fruition, to really be this benevolent, kind emperor. Because when he's upright, he is. So again, a lot of black and white issues to deal with. And we could even look at it as money, as opposed to, charity, that kind of thing. Being charitable, as opposed to, being 100% money driven. Card number 6 shows any interventions or obstacles that might be in your way, which will be beneficial, which is the Empress. And we know what the obstacles are. The Empress is the mama. So there is going to be some obstacles, but that's also not totally bad, because now you've kind of established a good home life for your children. You're much more stable, much more stable. You might feel like you're not running around, but definitely more stable. So again, it's about abundance and creativity that's going to flow through you. It's obviously the mother archetype, divine feminine, nurturing, caring. And it's not just it's about the shop too. So And also, this is just a side note for me when I first saw this. You have the Emperor and the Empress, which is always, to me, even though we're not necessarily doing a love reading, it's always a suited pair. It's always a soulmate connection. So, and you have the Two of Cups. So very strong. I know you were worried about Mitchell because you guys are spending more time. The kids are spending more time there and all that. But according to this spread, it's positive moving on into 2022. And then the tip of the tree, or just the tip, as I like to say, is the gift of completion. And so it's interesting because you do see yourself as the Queen of Pentacles. That's kind of what your querent is, or your signifier card. And then to have the tip being the Page of Pentacles, I had to think about this a little bit because it's not necessarily my favorite card to see, but it is about brand new beginnings, new financial, being inspired, seeing potential to grow for growth, manifesting your growth into something new. So it's almost like baby steps. So yes, you're a queen, but you do recognize this is almost a brand new venture. Even though October's isn't new, the venture and the location is new. So the Page of Pentacles, at first I was like, what? Now I'm kind of like, no, this is okay. This is okay. So I hope that makes some kind of difference for you, and I hope that maybe you came to the same conclusion. So I'll talk to you later.